So the people that actually breached the west side of the Capitol, none of them have been prosecuted. I mean, the ones that actually, they're on video throwing 2x4s through the window, breaking these, and then they hop in and then open the doors from the inside to allow everybody else in. There's one in particular that I can think of off the top of my head. He's wearing all red, has a red hat on, and they actually somehow ended up very conveniently in the room with Ashley Babbitt right as she was being shot, right around Ashley Babbitt as this took place. And they were on, just like Ray Epps, they were put on the FBI wanted list and then almost immediately taken off right after. But you never hear about any of them.
You know what's going on?
One could ask that, and they probably should, but it's inconvenient to the narrative. And even if you do ask, I mean, we've seen with what Ray Epps has accomplished. I mean, he's literally on video on January 5th multiple times telling people to go into the Capitol on multiple occasions, and then on January 6th doing the exact same thing. I mean, there's even a video of him holding a big Trump banner and actually pushing it into police alongside other people. But, he's Adam Kinzinger's and the committee's absolute darling, and they don't want to talk about him. They release the transcripts, and it literally says that, hey, I helped organize this, and he's on video doing so. But you're not allowed to talk about it, and if you do, you're labeled a conspiracy theorist.
You see there's transcripts of Ray Epps saying that he helped organize January 6th?
Yeah, I believe, I don't know which congressman that actually released it originally, but I mean, it's literally in the transcripts that he is talking, I believe it's to his son. I'm not 100% sure on it, but I think he organized it. I mean, he was one of the organizers.
He said he orchestrated it.
He is the person that I followed to the Capitol while Trump was speaking. We arrived at the Capitol. I followed Ray Epps' group. I thought it was suspicious. He basically started rallying people and saying, hey, 10 minutes, we're going to the Capitol. We're going to the Capitol. And I'm sitting there like, okay, this is really weird. Trump supporters going to the Capitol on Trump's very last speech of the year, his last speech of his presidency, the Save America speech, is suspicious. And, I followed them. Then the first barrier goes down. The second barrier goes down, which that's the famous video of Ray Epps, whispering into Ryan Samsel's ear, and then the barrier goes down conveniently. So I was literally alongside Ray Epps. He is the one that led the first initial group on that west side and breached those two barriers. But then something that isn't talked about is after those first two barriers were breached, you had about 6 officers responsible for stopping hundreds of thousands of people. And there was the initial, I would call it the riot zone, or it was where they hold the inauguration every year. And the crowd of thousands of people just started to form. I mean, there's mothers, there's children, people from all walks of life. Everyone's just standing there. I was already deep in the crowd, and it was peaceful for about 20 to 30 minutes. And then a concussion grenade flies over my head and explodes into the crowd. And then it just started to erupt. So literally, it was a police riot, I would say.